Good evening, thank you for that welcome. I'm Dave Loeb, Director of Jazz Studies at UNLV, and we welcome you to our joint concert series with the Clark County Library District. I'd like to thank Suzanne, Scott, and Julie, and everyone for helping us so much, and a little underscoring here, hearing the wonderful magic box from our CD called B's Flat, which is on sale in the lobby. There were only about 20 or 30 copies of this CD out of 1,000, more than 1,000 that were printed, and that's the end of the line with that. So if you don't get it tonight, you may not get it. So the proceeds from the sales of that go directly to the students in jazz studies to fund such events as the travel to the Midwest Clinic that we just did in December. Our jazz ensemble that you're going to hear tonight was one of only 3 bands chosen internationally for the most prestigious conference in instrumental music education in the world. And we're real proud. Thank you. We're very, very proud of the students. And also the first group in the 65-year history of that conference from the state of Nevada, and that's wind orchestras, symphonic orchestras, or jazz ensembles. So it's quite the accomplishment. Our students received 2 standing ovations there. It was the president's own concert band, and groups from as far away as China and Japan. And so you're really hearing tonight, you're going to hear one of the top university jazz ensembles in the world. And we're really proud of the students and their accomplishments. We're going to start out tonight with a wonderful group. Before I do, I'm going to say tonight we are going to take a very brief, probably 8-minute intermission, just enough if you have to go out and do that. Do what you got to do, but also on your way out, please stop by and buy a CD if you can. You won't be disappointed. Bobby Shue, the great jazz trumpet player, is on it. Bob Shepard, the wonderful saxophonist who played with Steely Dan, Chikorita, George Garzone, the innovator in jazz saxophone. All 3 of them are guest soloists on the CD with 7 original arrangements by the students for the wonderful program. 7 out of 9 arrangements. It's really spectacular. I got a rave review from Jazz Times, so you won't be disappointed. B's Flat, that CD. The title song was arranged by my colleague Nathan Tanoe, who will be here later, and it was a piece written by the late Russ Freeman, whose widow Carolyn is now the president of the Las Vegas Jazz Society called Vegas Jazz. I don't know if she's here, but she might be here. She might be here a little later. I guess some people got mixed up, thought it was at 7:30. So we may have people filtering in. But with no further ado, lots of guests here tonight. I'll talk about them later. Oh, I'll introduce one right now. He's sitting right here. Paul Colmagarci, the host of Swinging with the Big Bands right here on KUNV. We had a wonderful interview with our students and the top jazz ensembles from the United States, like North Texas, University of North Texas, University of Miami, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and UNLV. And I was in a snowstorm in Denver conducting for Ben Green, driving around, and I made the person who was driving me around put in that copy of the interview. So I listened, that's Allison Argyle's play, and he interviewed all the student composers and arrangers. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce you. I think I gave them ample time to get set. We have an incredible group here. This is our UNLV Latin Jazz Ensemble. As you know, Latin jazz is an integral part of an education for a student studying American jazz. They kind of coexist together, and we are very fortunate to have a gentleman who's he's an artist in his own right in every way, but he's one of the great Latin jazz pianists. He's played with Tito Puente, studied Chucho and other people. He's from Germany. He was a former director for the Elvis show. He's finishing his master's degree with us this semester, and hopefully we'll be back next year to actually teach this. But right now he is the director of the UNLV Latin Jazz Ensemble. Uli Geiser.
Thank you very much, and how about a big hand for Mr. Dave Loeb? Our wonderful director of the Jazz Studies program. Now, before we get started, there's only one thing I have to say. Listos! $10 for the first take. Huh? No, number 5. Number 5. It was written when? 50s, almost. It was written in 1949. But none of these guys knew that, so it was written by Paris Prado, and it was a big hit. Of course, he came back 3, 4, 5 times. There's all kind of movies you can find number 5 and 2. Cartoons and even movies that might be for adult use. Anyways, so it's a kind of a cool song, and Paris Prado started it and had his things. Now we're gonna go a little more modern. There's a composition by the name, a gentleman by the name of Paul Carlin. He's a wonderful saxophonist in New York City. We played last semester one of his tunes, and this one is called Lucid Dreaming. I haven't quite found out what he actually was dreaming about, but it's certainly lucid.